Hello, welcome to Startup Show San Diego. I'm your host, Tony Boucher, and we are here at Startup Week. We're having such an amazing time here, and we are at our HQ, which is at Wework Cowork. And today I am so fortunate to have both Kelly and Craig. Thanks for coming, guys.
Absolutely, thank you.
Thanks for having us.
And now, Craig, I want to know, when you first saw Kelly, was it love at first sight? Did you know that was the one?
I think I knew, when I first saw Kelly, I think I knew that this was a lifetime. And because she explains the story much better than I, but we met in the pizza line on the second day of law school. And I just turned around and she looked right at me. And I always say that I felt like she looked like into my soul. Because it was like, I just stopped in my tracks. And you know, from there, we wound up, fate intervened, we wound up in the same section at law school. And in law school, that means the section you get in the first year, you're with them every single class for the entire year. So we were in the same section, we spent all our time together, we were in the library all the time, and from there, I mean, Kelly, you should probably do a little bit. You tell it much better than I do.
I joke that I hunted him down. He like tries to sell it like he knew. No, this was like a 6-month process of me like strategically intervening, watching where he was going after class, hoping that he was going to come have lunch with our friends, wondering why he kept going back to his apartment for lunch, sitting 2 rows back from him in our section, staring down, wondering who was talking to him and why he wasn't talking to me. So, but yeah, we did meet the second day of law school. And people always say, like, I can't believe you guys can work together. And I always explain that, like, we started working together, like, from the very beginning. And we studied together. My mom joked that there must be more than books in that library. So we've really been working together. We took 2 bar exams together. So we've been working together since we met, which over, what, like, eight and a half years ago? Yeah.
Wow.
8.5 years ago, we had
That's
pizza.
amazing. And so you were in the same law school together, but you studied different types of law, right?
Yeah, so we focused on things. So we take all the same classes the first year, which is what we did, and then we focused on different things. I was very interested in being a prosecutor. That's what I wanted to do since I was like 8 years old. And I did, and so I took a focus in criminal law, and I worked at the San Diego District Attorney's Office for a while, and then you were more into business and IP law and entertainment law. So before I went to law school, I worked at ESPN for a couple years.
Wow, very nice.
It sounds good, but my job was kind of, you know, I wasn't thinking, I wasn't using my brain, and I felt like I could do something more. And so I wound up at law school, and I wanted to take that and kind of get and develop into the area of business law, IP law, copyright, trademark. I wanted to learn about what it takes to create a business like ESPN. And then that's kind of where my areas of study were when we were students. And then after graduation, Kelly went on to become a prosecutor. I started working in the traditional civil litigation law firm world. And you know, that's where we started. And at the time when we graduated, the job market was not very good for lawyers. And so you kind of had to take what you could get. And we wound up in, and also they just say, you know, you go get a job at a good firm, you work at the firm, you become partner, and the rest is history is supposed to be the way it goes.
That's the life track in law. It's a tortured process. But it's what's supposed to happen.
It's what's supposed to happen. And along the way, we started to see things and learn about the way legal services are provided, and it made me question them and kind of think about, well, why does it have to be this way? And you know, at the early stages, you think you're just happy to have a job, and you're working, and you're getting your experience, you're going to court, you're handling cases, you're doing all these wonderful things, and but it's still in the back. It was in the back of my mind, like, we could do this differently. This doesn't speak to our generation.
So what was the catalyst that was like, you know what, we have to break off? We can do something different. We can start Duford Law. What was that?
Well, I think there's a couple of different things. I think one thing was that you know, we were working long hours. I was billing like a crazy person, and I think people don't realize that you get paid in the law industry based on how much you bill your clients. Like I was a top biller at our firm, which is probably not something I should brag about.
Right?
But
that's the thing, they make you think
it was a firm of all men, by the way.
And you were pregnant at the time.
I was pregnant with my first daughter at the time. And But like I got my bonus based on how much I billed my clients. So if I could make more phone calls to them, if I could spend more time on the phone, if I could write more emails, or if I could do more research, whatever it was, and I was making money for the firm and I was, making more money for myself. And there was, I don't know, maybe it's the prosecutor in me, but there was something like slightly morally wrong with that to me, and concerning. And like we would joke with our families when they would get their legal bills, they'd be like, really? Like 4 people had to do this and look at it at different times. And it took them each 2.5 hours. So we're like, if we were gonna go hire an attorney, we wouldn't even wanna deal with that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like we wouldn't wanna have to call and worry about, okay, every time I have a legal question about like my IP or anything
It's going to be a bill. You're going to get a bill for that at the end of the month.
You have to be keeping track of every 6 minutes you're on the phone with somebody.
Yeah.
That's what you do. Every 6 minutes you bill
Every
it.
6 minutes.
Yeah, so you've done it yourself,
Yes.
and you know that you wouldn't want it to be done to you.
Right.
Exactly.
So how did you change that? What makes your company different?
Well, so we wanted to kind of break the entire traditional law firm structure down and just start from scratch. And there's a lot of vendors and services and products that are specifically tailored towards lawyers and law firms. And there's a whole industry out there. But we wanted to come from a place of, well, why do we have to follow that track? Why do we have to use these products? Why do we have to set why do we have to set up that way? Why do we have to? Do we have to? And a lot of the time we found you don't have to. And we wanted to start from, we developed the concept and came down to our 3 core values, which is keeping things transparent, efficient, and personal. And everything we do, we come back to those 3 values and just kind of check in and do a gut check and make sure that this is what we're doing and make sure this is going to help support those goals.
So the first thing is only flat fees. So you're never going to get a bill from us. You're never going to be surprised by anything that you get in the mail from us. We give free consultations, so either call us, come in, talk to us, and we're going to get to what's going on with your problem. And we're going to set up a personal package for you based on flat fees only. So if you need a business formation, if you need your employment contract reviewed, we're going to find out exactly what your problem is, and we're going to tell you this is how much it's going to cost for you to do it. And this is all it's going to cost. And even we have a case recently where it's taking up a whole lot of our time. but that's our promise, and that's all you're going to pay.
Having those core values in your business is amazing, because not a lot of them do.
You. Yeah.
And that's something you should really take pride in. And you did it. You built it from the ground up, something new. So, it's not a law firm, but it's more of a startup. So why is it that you're interested in startup companies, and why do you want to support startup companies?
Well, there's something that, I feel so passionately about the creativity and the innovation and the positivity that comes from startups and being around people who have these ideas and have these great ways of looking at things and looking at things differently and thinking about ways to make life better and move things forward. And that's what, we joke, because in our old jobs, you'd wake up tired on a Wednesday and think, oh God, it's only Wednesday. But now I'm getting up and going into work, and I'm so excited to be able to work with these companies and just be around it. We have a little bit of that startup mentality in our own business, but just having clients and the people you interact on a daily basis also have that mentality. It's such a positive place to work from, and I think that helps us. We had old bosses that said, happy employees do good work. And when you show up to work happy and excited about what you're doing, it translates into the work that you provide and the service you provide. And it's just, I could sit here and talk all day about how much I love it.
No, that's wonderful. And just to hear your story and to hear where you went from to where you are now and the success you're building. So when I have both of you here next year,
right?
Where are you going to be? What's it going to look like?
So we just launched. So we've been helping a lot of people get started on business formation and starting their businesses. And as that's growing, we've had clients reach out to us and ask us okay, but I have this question about this specific situation. So we just launched our outsource your in-house campaign, which is a way that you can get a flat fee for a certain number of hours a month. You can call us, talk to us about any legal issues you're having without having to get a brand new attorney and nervous, but you don't have this in-house counsel of your own. So I'm hoping that this time next year we'll see a whole lot of success with that.
Yeah.
And that will have grown, because I think that's the next step for us outside
Yeah.
of just the concrete tasks that we've been doing, but able to be legal advice and an ear for our clients.
Yeah, and kind of help continue the relationship and kind of expand it to this more of a vertical model where we can be your legal counsel from formation to, I mean, forever. You know, so every issue, if there's, you know, whatever the issue, we want to be there, and so you can just pick up the phone and give us a call, and we know that getting legal assistance can be very intimidating and very costly, especially at the startup level.
Yeah.
And so we wanted to provide, again, a new space, and hopefully it resonates. Yeah, so hopefully we're sitting here next year saying, it was amazing, we got to help so many businesses take their companies to the next level and, you know, set up the framework they need to grow and prosper, and hopefully that's what we're doing here
That's
next year.
incredible, and that's, I mean, I know I can't wait to hear about that. And then for other people too who are interested in learning more about Duford Law, where would they go? What's the best place?
Our website, dufordlaw.com, or Instagram. We love Instagram.
Yeah.
And Facebook. We're always posting. We do Facebook Lives and at least once a week for free legal information. So.
Because that's another aspect, is we like to support self-advocacy. And because a lot of the stuff you don't need a lawyer for. And so if it's something that's basic and you can just come to our website and watch a video, or we can direct you to like a written resource and get some self-help, we're going to help you do that too.
Wow.
Yeah.
Incredible. Well, Kelly, thank you so much for being on the show. Thank you, Craig.
Thank you very much.
And thank all you guys for watching. Can't wait to see you next time.